Welcome back, Cobra fans. This is the JV boys starting off their race today at the annual Industrial Breckenridge cross country meet. And I am here with seniors Tucker Carl and Connor Keene, who were both finished their race shortly with the varsity squad. And they're gonna commentate on this one, tell you what's going on, tell them how their race went, what their strategies were, and all that good stuff. So Tucker, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I just got 11th place. Ran me a good old 18:25. There's not much to it. You just got to run fast, and try not to be looking at the back of someone's shirt. Stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, there's technical difficulties here, but anyways, like I was saying, it's a lot different than any other sport. There are some strategies to it, but when you go out there, it's just hard determination and grit. You just got to go out there and do it. Am I right?
You're correct.
The main thing is really just getting out front, getting in front of the pack when you first start.
Right, and that's what I saw out of both of y'all. Y'all were up there leading for the Industrials. Y'all were out there setting that pace up there at the front, and y'all never really looked back from there.
Yeah, as long as you get a good lead, you're pretty much set, ready to go.
Because it's a lot harder to dig yourself out from the back, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is my first cross country meet I've ever been to, so this has been a really neat experience for me. Is it different here at the Breckenridge hosting it? Different than going to other meets?
Yeah, it is. Other meets, well, this meet's like an old time meet, and they don't do nothing like I don't know how you say it. Like usually you'd have tags and specific numbers.
Real old school here.
Yeah.
Right.
Just back down to the basics.
Ain't much to it.
Well, so did y'all enjoy y'all's race? Do y'all enjoy it here more than other places hosting it?
Yeah, it's nice hosting a meet and just kind of getting to be with better runners and work harder.
Yeah.
And we have Industrial's leading Industrial's leader Brody Miori out in the front right now for Industrial, but we have a Pirate. Do y'all know what school this is?
No.
This is the first time I've seen of this school, or at least this uniform, out of all the races today. This might be a Falfurious uniform.
Maybe.
Falfurious JV uniform.
We got a lot of different schools here today. We got Rockport, Lockhart,
Calhoun,
Lashes, all types of schools. We have 15 schools here today.
Is that a lot? Normally, do you have a smaller amount?
Yeah, for Breckenridge, that's a lot. And usually we only have 8 schools, and that's not very much. This is a pretty big meet this year. And it brings more competition, but it also gives you a better chance of getting a better place.
You get a better place. So it all comes down to the team placing, right? Who adds up the most.
Yeah, you really want your team to be stuck together and kind of up all in the front. It'll keep your scores down because it almost works like golf. You just keep your score down, keep your teams in the front, and that's what's going to put you at a better place.
Yeah, and the past couple of races, that's what I've seen out of Industrial. I haven't seen a lot in the back. I've seen a lot of y'all finish up in at least 15 places of each other, right? Y'all are all towards the middle or in the front, staying together, and a lot of y'all are finishing neck and neck with each other, and I guess that's one of the strategies to winning a meet.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah, we just run as a group, finish as a group, but sometimes it's not always good though.
Yeah.
But,
a lot of times we try to compete with each other to keep us up front and keep us ahead of this pack. Especially with big meets like this, you got to really stay up there.
Right.
Like the varsity boys race, me and Tanner, if y'all go back and watch it, me and Tanner were staying up front with each other that whole time, and we were talking to each other that whole time, just pacing each other and helping each other with times, and we were just getting at it. And finally Tanner just kind of gave out and he started threading the back. And
Yeah, and it looks like Brody Miori still in fourth place, coming up on that third place Calhoun. If I'm correct, they were running 3 miles today. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
So they were running the same race that y'all did?
Yes.
Same path? Okay.
JV boys and varsity boys usually take the 3-mile course, whereas the varsity girls and JV girls take the 2-mile.
Hey, we're about to, I don't know if y'all know, but there are some trees here, and we the past couple times I've been through here, my hat keeps on getting knocked off, so y'all might want to stay low, take your hats off.
All right.
You hear me, Tucker?
Huh?
You don't want to take your hat off here.
alrighty.
What I'm seeing from this first place leader, he's got a good pace going, just staying with us and really doing what he can to stay ahead of the pack.
Yeah, that's like you said, a good start, but also being able to keep your pace and not fall behind.
Right. And you see, if you can see him, he's got his head up, he's got a stride going, arms are pumping. He's just doing what he can to stay up there and hold his spot.
Let me know a little bit something about Coach Elkins. I know y'all are both seniors. Coach Elkins is a big inspiration to the school. He's been here for a while. How has he helped y'all better yourselves, not only as cross country runners, but as people?
He's really pushed us to our limits and really showed us what we can achieve. He showed us hard courses and he's took us to he's put us in the rough, I guess I should say. He's shown us what hard really is, and we just have to fight and stay with him. And I think he's a really good coach. We work as a team. We call ourselves a family. It's a good sport, good coach, following us.
Yeah, he seems like a great guy. I mean, he's an Army veteran, and he's right. I remember he said when he got out of college, this was the first place he went to, right?
Yeah.
And he's been here ever since. So, I mean, he's just a great guy in the community and has really helped out everywhere he can.
Yeah.
But what are some of – I know he has a lot of quotes. What are some of your favorites?
So his main quote is, you will pass out before you die. And it is so true to the 100%. You will faint and pass out from running before you die. And
sometimes we might feel like we're about to die, and we tell him, well, sometimes we're gonna die before we pass out. And he's always stays true. And yeah, Tanner passed out the other day, and he didn't die.
He's still here, and he ran today.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're waiting for them to catch up.
We're going a little bit too fast, huh? You might want to cover that mic real quick. Brody! Come on! Get up here! Let's go!
you gotta start pushing it, Brody. Let's go!
Sorry about that.
No, y'all are good. Yeah, y'all.
Where?
All right, here comes some trees. All right, so on this part of the course here, it's real windy, and you got to stay up there. It's starting to get a little bit difficult. We're starting to get into some tighter areas, tighter turns, and you surely got to stay up there with the pack and don't fall too far behind.
Yeah, it looks like we have Calhoun is taking its first lead of today. In the past 3 races, the leader of the race has won every single time, and like the starting out leader has won every single time, and Calhoun is catching up to him, right behind him. Actually, the leader has fell back to 3rd place. It looks like he's fallen back a little bit more. But again, like y'all said, coming out in front is one of the main things, one of the most important things, but also keeping your stride seems to be very important in this race.
Yeah, a lot of it is you got to have a big enough stride, but you don't want to have too big of a stride to stress out your legs. And the first mile is always the toughest because you're trying to stay up there with everyone and not trying to get caught in the back. And after that first mile, you basically find a pace, and you're either sticking with someone or someone's sticking with you, and y'all just keep it there until the end of it, and y'all just try to overtake.
We're about to hit the 10-minute mark.
All right. So here's where we're going to find out where a true runner comes into play. we're about to hit a good gravel section, and it's real long, nice and sunny, and we're really gonna see who's a true runner here, starting at our about 1.5 to 2 mile.
This is the first race of the day where it's anybody's game. Anyone can come in first place. We don't really have a big gap in between first and second place. So I'm curious to see what's going on. We have and Brody Miori is our leader for Industrial right now, and he's right up there,
Sitting
towards
in
the front.
about 4th and 5th.
Yeah, he's sitting up there in the pack. But I'm excited to see what he's about to do if he's going to turn it on. Let's go, Brody!
I'm gonna hop out with him.
Okay.
Run. I don't know if that's legal or not, but we're gonna do it.
Well,
And guys, this part of the race was specifically hard for me, just trying to keep up with that pack, stay on this gravel road, and just in the bearing sun, it was just, it's a killer.
yeah, it's been one of the hottest Augusts that I could ever remember.
Yeah,
Like,
it's definitely up there.
looks like Palacios is out in front for the first time in this race. This is a nail biter. It's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, like you said, Major, there's not a huge gap anywhere here. We got pretty much everybody in a good straight line, just staying right behind the next person.
And it looks like in the back half back there, Industrial is really sticking together. Like y'all said, it's individual performances is always great, but team sport is where it comes down to, right?
Right.
And it looks like everyone's sticking together back there, and it looks like they're going to have another pretty good performance in this one.
Oh, yeah. Starting to get definitely on the back half of the course now, and this is, like I said, this is where it starts to hurt. Your legs are hurting, you're breathing hard, trying to stay focused and up there, and you're just fighting. This is where it becomes a mental game, really. It's all about what you can do and what you stay with in your head.
Yeah, we're 12 minutes and 30 seconds into this race, and it's getting pretty close to the finish line here. Still got about how much you would say?
Probably about a mile.
Probably about a mile left, so a little over halfway. Is there who are some of the biggest helps for y'all's cross country program and cross country team, other than of course Coach Elkins?
So, like you said, we got Coach Elkins, but it's really the parents and the support from the school. The parents just cheering us on, and it keeps us all together. And
right, no doubt.
And with all these kids out here, man, it's just all these parents are on here cheering for us, sitting in the heat, just really showing us their support. Yeah, it's real nice to have.
Like I said today, this is my first meet I've been to, and I am overwhelmed by the support and how many people come out to these things. I mean, it's really incredible. I know industrial support is always great in anything we do, but especially cross country, everyone is out here today. Anyone who was able to help out today is here today. It seems like, and Tucker Carl has just gotten off of the buggy.
Really keep him in line there. That's that. Getting back to that teammate family. Really, just helping out with who you can. Keep them up there. They got to have their support, especially on this back course. There's not a lot of support back here. Getting close to the finish line, and it's just really helping us stay together and stay up there. But right now, it's looking like these Palacios Sharks are really keeping up here in the pack.
They have 3 in the top 5 right now, I believe.
Looking really good for them. We're at about 15 minutes here, and should be getting pretty close. We're looking about another 3 to 4 minutes out from the finish line. This is where it's going to start getting, where people are going to start spreading out, and we're going to get into the finish line, and there's just going to be parents and yelling and cheering everywhere. It's really going to help us push ourselves to the finish line.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people towards the finish line really kick it into gear, really show how much they have and what they can do.
Right, that's another thing with cross country. You really got to just, once you get up there, you stay up there, you really got to finish hard. Because it's all about, sometimes it's all about that last few 100 meters. It's a win and a loss sometimes. You just got to stay up there, do what you can do, and give it all you got left.
That's pretty much all you can do. I mean, it's just like any other sport, right?
Right.
And I know y'all are also in track too. What's some of the differences with cross country and running the longer races in track? Is there different strategies? Also I know it's a track and not a course. So what are some of the differences?
Like you just said, it's not a track, it's a course. So we're running on gravel, asphalt, grass. I mean, you name it, we're running on it, and it's hot. We're just sitting there dying. And these early mornings, you got to wake up and be out here ready to run as far as you can and as fast as you can.
How much different has it been? In years past, y'all have had that 7-period program to really do what y'all need to do, but y'all don't have that anymore, dealing with the school conflicts and the schedules. How's it been different?
So one thing is, you got to really wake up earlier and be more consistent with your time. You got to wake up earlier, be out there ready to run, and prepare for the school day. And sometimes it's a real pain to figure out a good schedule on what time to get up and be ready for school and all that. Yeah, versus when we had our period, it was just part of our day. It's just another thing that we had.
But does it help out a lot more? Because I know these meets are real early in the morning, and having to practice early in the morning, does it help out? Since you're doing it in the morning, it's like you're running on a meet day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely getting us into the schedule of waking up early in these early cross country mornings. You gotta love to be out here, and you gotta want to be out here. But here we are coming into the last few 100 meters. We're gonna start seeing some parents really cheering it on and people really kicking it in here. Looking like we got a pirate in the front right now, but anything could change this last few meters.
Flashes coming up right behind them. They have flashes in second, third, and fourth right now. They're all sticking together, but it's going to be fun to see who comes down in first place right here.
It's on your shoulder, man. Go! Let's see that. Right now, dude. Right now, you're done. This is the finish line. Go, on.
Here we go. Here's where it comes down to. Like I said, you really got to finish hard here. Look at his stride. Look at him pumping his arms and really just getting him.
Looks like they are going to finish in first place. Palash is following right behind him. Palash is coming in second place. Third and fourth place is looking like is going to be a Palash Shark as well. Calhoun coming back there in fifth place. It looks like we have another pirate back there coming in towards that sixth place spot. Brody Miori for Industrial is leading Industrial right now, and he is coming to hopefully try to pass up that pirate.
Come on, Brody, let's go!
As you can hear all this cheering and going on. It's just so nice to hear as you come in, finishing that last section. Here comes Brody Miori for our first place Industrial finish.
And that is seventh place for Brody Miori. 19 minutes and 49 seconds was his placing. Another pirate comes in for eighth place. We got a Palash Shark back there coming in ninth place in the race. And we have Nico Espina, a senior for the Industrial Cobras. trying to come in for that final 10th spot to come into the top 10.
Nico's looking very strong right now.
And he is going to finish in the top 10, finishing at that 10 spot.
20 seconds,
Very nice,
30
very
seconds.
nice.
20 minutes and 30 seconds was his final time.
We got Cannon, a freshman, coming down the back straight.
We have Calhoun in a pack of, it looks like they have 4 in a row right here.
4, yeah. Very strong showing.
And we have, looks like
Cannon putting in.
He is
putting the juice, man.
He's putting in all he
All
has
that
left.
sweat
He's
pumping, yeah.
He's trying to get in front of this Calhoun right here. And that was a great finish by Cannon, being Industrial's 3rd finisher of the day.
Fantastic.
21 minutes and 13 seconds. Over there.
And it
looks like Bloomington coming in.
Bloomington coming in with their 1st finisher of the day.
Now we have Jude coming in down the back straight. Looks like he is
Looks like we have some Industrial finishers. Jude coming in as a junior for Industrial, coming in trying to be that 4th finisher for Industrial, but looks like Braden Warren.
He's closing behind him.
He's closing behind him, trying to come in for the 5th finisher for Industrial. Levi Fierbacher is also back there trying to get into that 6th finisher for Industrial.
But Jude is fighting for that spot.
Jude is going to get it.
A very good finish.
Very good finish for Jude and Braden
Warren
Ward
as well.
right here.
Fantastic.
And here comes Fierbacher right here.
Trying to pass Cuero. I think it might be.
And it looks like he will be the final finisher for Industrial. And that is another very, very impressive meet impressive. My bad there. Impressive race for the Industrial Cobras. Looks like Gonzalez is he's finding his final stretch, finishing strong as well.
Finding that last little bit of speed. It's Connor.
Good job. Hey, way to finish. Way to finish. Nice job.
Yeah, that'll work. Fourth shot.
Thought it was going to work. Doing interviews or whatever after?
We have Industrial's last runner, Roger.
Come on, finish strong.
trying to finish strong, he's coming around the corner here. Finish this race out. We still have a couple more runners in the back half coming to close into this race.
Roger creeping to the finish line, finding that little bit of energy left in his tank. A strong finish.
That will be the finisher for Industrial, and we are coming to a close here with our last couple runners.
James, run.
Come on, James.
Run faster than you ever run before, James.
As Rice has their final finisher coming to a close.
He is trying hard.
Good job, man. Good
That was
job.
a great finish right there.
A great finish by
Great
Cuero right
finish
there.
from Cuero right there. Doesn't matter how far back you are. That was a great finish.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you finish in cross country. I mean, in the placing it matters, but
Yeah.
I mean, I knew if I went out here and did it for, I wouldn't consider myself the slowest guy, but I wouldn't come nowhere close. I'd probably be in the back half.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is just the amount of stamina you need, the amount of strength you need, the amount of determination you need.
Oh yeah.
It's just,
I mean,
it's incredible.
I know Coach always says it's 80% mental, 20% physical.
Yeah, and there's no truer words than that. Coach Elkins has a lot of great quotes like that. But I believe that is the final finisher for this meet.
I think we actually have. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You might be right about that.
Now we got a couple more.
We do.
He is coming to an end. He will be our last finisher for this JV boys meet. But we are heading over to see the junior high run, as that's going to be the last meet or race of the day. But we will come back to you in just a second. You are watching Cobra Cross Country on the Cobra Sports Network.